Hi guys, welcome to my channel Final Beauty, or welcome back. I'm Debbie if you don't know me. For today's video we're going to be doing a makeup playtime. Now if you're not familiar with my channel, makeup playtime videos are where I just express myself a bit with makeup and get a bit more creative than the average look. So it's a lot of fun for me to do these, and wanted to do one that's very Halloween inspired. So a Halloween makeup playtime sounds a lot of fun, right? And I was inspired by the earrings that I'm wearing today. Picked these up in Sainsbury's. They've got some amazing Halloween earrings if you're in the UK, and not too expensive either, but they're black and red and kind of gothic, so I thought that's what we'd do today. So as I say, I'm going to be shopping my stash. There's nothing new in this video at all because I've done a lot of videos with newer products. I've picked up quite a few Halloween releases, or 2 or 3. And done a lot of reviews, and I just want to consider people that perhaps haven't been able to buy those new things and show you what you can do with what you already have. So for this one we're going to be using the Drop Dead Gorgeous Little Bit Psycho palette because it's got the perfect shades for what I'm looking for this look. So lots of red and black, a bit of white, bit of yellow. I think I might be using most of the shades in this palette for this one. If you don't have this, of course, you can play along with whatever red, black, white and yellow that you have. They're quite common shades in lots of palettes. So it's not about the palette today, it's more about just the creativity and creating a Halloween appropriate look. So without further ado, I'll scoot you in and we'll get started. Okay guys, so I've done my base makeup, but I've not done cheeks at all, and I thought we could do that together because I want to do some shading using red blush before I start. My vision for this look is that I'm going to do quite a black and red look, but kind of extend it into my blush as well. But before we do that, I want to just get some contour down. So using the LunaTick Labs Contour Book 1, as I normally do. But for today's look, I want the contour to be a lot more grey than I normally do it. So normally I dip into these 3 shades here, but I'm just going to be going into more the grey tones today. I want to really create a shadow there. I'm almost looking for a sort of vampiric kind of undead look. Not the most flattering look. We're not looking for beautiful today. We're looking for, as I say, kind of almost a vampire kind of themed look. So this is ultra grey in tone, so it's perfect for what I'm looking for. I'm going to dip into the one next to it, which is even more grey actually. And I'm not taking that too far down because I don't want to suck my cheekbones in too much, but we're just putting that just above like the natural line of my cheeks. It's the way you would normally do contour really. And already we're sort of starting to look a bit more ghostly pale, which is not difficult for me with my complexion in any case. Okay, happy with the definition that that's giving me. That's all for now for the contour. Going to be coming back to this palette for the white that's in here to do matte highlights, but I'm going to go into the Clown blush palette from Lightly Makeup, one of my favourites as you guys know. And I want a red blush today, so we're going to go in with the shade Circus. This is quite a vivid red, so I think it's going to work well for what I want to do. I've kind of got a vision in my head of what I want for this look, but I really want a lot of focus of red sort of out here, almost like I've got a bruise, and that's almost what I'm looking for this look. So packing it on sort of in my temples and sort of as part of the contour here, and it will look crazy to start with, but we're going to be blending the eye look into this blush. So I'm just tapping it on really, not looking to blend that out or anything, but we're just really getting that blush down in this temple area specifically, so really heavy focus sort of here and the hairline. Now I can start kind of blending it with that contour. Now I've got the shade down, but that contour's just helped to give us a little bit more definition. As I say, this is going to look absolutely insane until we've got the eye look on, so bear with the process. It might look insane when we're finished, I don't know, but I had a vision, as I say, and just wanted to have a go at it. So I'm bringing that almost into my eye area. Just want a little bit of matte white highlight, as I say. I don't think the undead would be wearing a sparkly highlight, so we're going in with this white from the Contour Book 1. I'm just shading a little bit. That'll kind of give us a bit of a gradient then, from grey to red to almost pink, I suppose, because we're adding the white. That's really helping the cheekbones to pop out there, I think. Alright, I've not primed my eyes yet on purpose because I wanted to do them on camera, because it'll be a bit extra here, but we're going to prime with 2 primers. So I've got the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean, and that one I'm going to do on the outer part of my eye here to really give us some intensity for the black we're going to lay down. And because I want the red to pop, I'm going to go in with Milk on the inner part. So I think we'll start with getting Black Bean down first. Now I want a rounded kind of shape, so I'm kind of applying this as if I would apply eyeshadow if I was doing a rounded look. So kind of like that, and I can put it onto my lid as well there, because I'm going to want black on my lid there. Bring it a bit onto my lower lash line as well. Not my waterline though, because I want to go in with another shade there. Alright, while that's still pliable, I just want to smudge it out a little bit. So Linda Hallberg 303 is one of the best brushes for this sort of purpose. I just want to blend around the edges of that, just to get it smoky around the edges, but I don't want to blend the inner part of it too much, because as I say, I want it to give us a really nice dark base for the look. So I'm just fluffing around the edges really, just to help blend there. Okay, and then we're going in with Milk on the inner part of my lids and my eye space here. So probably just take a line, bring it down, and then we can put that all over the lid space. Now this one needs blending out pretty quick, otherwise it sets down really quickly. So I'm just going to blend that out before I do the other eye. Okay, that's probably the craziest way I've ever started an eye look out, but I think it's going to work. So we're going in with the Drop Dead Gorgeous Little Bit Crazy palette from VH, which I think came out a couple of years ago. It's a really good palette. So there's a black in here called Black Magic. We're going to start applying that to set over that Black Bean pencil. Being careful to tap my brush off there, but just literally packing that everywhere we put that pencil. Make it super, super black here in my outer V. Rounded shape that we've created there. And that's super black now, because it's got that black base. Super, super opaque. Now I just want to just blend around the edges now that we've added that shadow. Just light pressure just to blend that in. So next we're going to go in with our kind of crease shade and kind of upper lid shade. So we're going to go in with the red, which is Vamped. So to begin with, I'm just going to press that shade on. So I'm just packing it on. I am using a blending brush to do it, and then we will blend around the edges, but I just, as I say, I want this to be super pigmented. But look at that red. For a brand that was so affordable, this is such an amazing red. And it stays red, which is like important for me with red. I just can't stand when it's supposed to be red and then it ends up pink, which a lot of the time is the case with red. That's laying down super easily now, and I want that through the whole of my crease there. I love working with the jumbo pencils as bases because they're a little bit tacky. Don't set it down, it's a little bit tacky, so it really holds the pigment, and the white really makes the pigment stand out as well. Alright, now I've got that colour laid down, just going to blend just gently along the edges, but as I say, don't want to lose the focus of the red. So we're not going to be doing too much blending, but just a little bit of blending between the black and the red here. That's looking quite nice, giving us what we're looking for here. Just going to blend with a bit fluffier of a brush just around these edges. As I say, I want to be really careful not to lose the red pigment, but we do want a little bit of a blend here. Right, we're going to do the lid shade in a moment, but I want to do an extended inner corner here. So again, we're going to take the black shade and just a flat definer brush, coat that on the brush, and then just bring a line across like that towards my nose. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And then we'll just blend a little bit beneath that. Now we've got a bit of a red on the brush here. So I'm just dipping very gently into the red and using that as an accent underneath the black here. So now I just want to bring the red around the black. Just very, very carefully around the edges. Just bringing that red out to where we've got the blush here. Now we've got that down, we can sort of pounce with our blush brush just to bring it kind of into that blush. And now we've got the eye look down, we can sort of see where we need more of that blush. So I'm going to go in with a bit more of Circus, the blush. Just really packing this temples area here so that it joins up with the eyeshadow look. I'm going to go with NYX Glitter Primer now. We're going to do the lid shade. So I'm taking that everywhere we don't have shadow at the moment and a little bit above my natural crease line. I'm going to go in with a red shimmer on the lid, so we're going to use Devil Wears It, this one here. I'm going to load that up on the brush that's already had the glitter primer on it so that we get maximum payoff. But that's a pretty good red shimmer anyway. And that's going all over the lid. So just where the red shimmer and the black matte meet here, we want a bit of a transition. So I'm going to go in with this shade here, Sinner. And I'm just going to pack a little bit of that out here. Just on this outer corner. Just to help us, as I say, bridge the gap from one of the shimmers to the matte. And it's not a massive difference, but it will make a difference in it sort of flowing a little bit. Okay, I want a matte white brow bone highlight, so we're going to go in with White Lies from the palette. And just put that just on the tippy top there of my brows. Not much space left because we've used every bit of eye space possible, but okay, into my waterline and in this little area that we've left here, I want to put a yellow. So for the inner part here, I'm going to pack white down first and then put yellow over it. So I'm going to use White Core by Linda Hallberg or LH Cosmetics there. And then the yellow shade is called Alarming in the palette, so we're going to use that one. Alarming shade over the top of that white that we've just laid down. Very carefully so I don't get it all in my eye. Just using an inner corner brush by Sigma to do this here. Okay, so that's the look to this point, super dramatic. Just going to hop off camera to put Happy Mood by LH Cosmetics in my waterline, mascara and a lip, and I'll be back to show you the final look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I'm delighted with how it's turned out. I think it's got the Halloween kind of vampire-y vibes without going sort of too far into character territory if you're frightened to do that. But you definitely stand out at a Halloween party but still feel glam at the same time. So It was so much fun to create. I always love doing these makeup playtime videos where I can just let my creativity run wild, no rules, doesn't matter if it's fully blended or not, you know, just something a bit different to what maybe other people are doing on their channels. I just love to do these. The techniques that I've used as well are a bit different, using the different coloured primers to kind of lay down the base, but I think that worked really well as well. So yeah, really pleased with how it turned out. For my lips today, I've gone in with my absolute favourite red lipstick for this time of year. It's Lunar Beauty's Witch Bitch, because I wanted a sort of more black based kind of red, you know, not a vibrant poppy red, but a bit more toned down, deep kind of vampire-y red. And yeah, I think it suits the look perfectly. You could go with a black lip, but I've done a lot of black lips lately for other looks, so I wanted to do a red lip today. If you've got that BH Cosmetics Little Bit Psycho palette in your collection, it's an absolute banger. It's perfect for this time of year for doing red and black looks. So definitely bust that one out if you want to create something like this. But as I say, anything that you've got in your collection, I'm sure you've probably got a red, a black and a yellow. That's basically all you needed. A red shimmer, a red matte, a black matte and a yellow matte. That's all you need for this look, and you don't need to do the bases as I've done it, but it just helps to make it super pigmented, and it will last really well with these bases. But yeah, a lot of fun to do. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, I try to do these sort of videos now and again that are shop my stash, but kind of letting my creativity flow and trying to give you some ideas, and just to show that makeup is just fun and it washes off at the end of the day. I had no idea how this was going to turn out really, but you know, unless you try you don't know, and I really love how it turned out. So if you're down for that and you don't want to see necessarily all reviews on a channel and you want to see a mixture of content, I do the odd review, but mostly it's makeup content like this that I love to do and that you'll see on my channel. If that sounds good to you, then I'd love it if you might consider subscribing. And if you've liked the video, please give it a like. It does really help me out. But other than that, guys, just thank you so much for watching. I hope you're keeping safe and well and enjoying spooky season, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. Bye guys.